What are you to become? Now, understand what are you to become. If you just want to become 一碗青菜, then that's fine. Then do anything, because whatever you do will make you that 青菜. But if you don't want to be just anybody, and if you want to really do something meaningful for your family, you want to make your family proud. You want to make people who care about you proud of you. You want to set this role model for your future generation. You know, sometimes when we work hard, it's not because we are doing it for ourselves, we are actually doing it for our children. We want them to see this kind of spirit. You think in terms of people who just spend time at home watching television, you know, and happily declare themselves to be some kind of potato, right? The couch potato thing. 沙发上的番薯，坐在那里就是天天就是哇，要运动，人一定要运动，怎么运动？用手指来运动。哇 ，Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3。你这样的一种 parenting skill 完蛋了。So when we talk about parenting, it is not just about spending time with children meaninglessly. I don't want to see parents going home. I mean, if you go home and you communicate with your children, that's fine. If you go home, you sit down with them and coach them in their homework, that's fine. If you go home and you just say, 读书啦，自己去读, and then you go, oh, 我来对, you know, TV aid. I mean, that is no parenting. That is no education. I would rather call my child and say, you know, okay, boy, are you home now? Okay, you're studying. Oh, make sure you study hard now. Daddy is now busy, you know, because we're working really hard. Now you work hard. You do your part. Your working hard means you study hard. Is it correct? Daddy's working hard means what? Working hard, right? Making money for the family, right? Doing something good for society, right? So you work hard, I work hard together. You know, we work together. Now then children will go, yeah, okay, good. Daddy's working very hard. I need to make sure I also work hard. But if daddy is sitting there, you know, son, you work hard. Daddy watch TV. It's a bad example. And then I think if you work really hard, and when you go home and you see your children, you value the time you spend with your child. It's like that. When you have abundance of time, when time becomes of no meaning to you, that's when you go home and you really just shout and yell at your child. Because the more you see your children, the more you think they're really irritating. Because children are irritating, you know what I mean? And then you start saying, 你走了，你不要吵我了，哟，整天来吵人家的哟，你爸爸要看这个电视啊。The latest one is that Gitmang. Is it Gitmang? Oh, 通盲 Okay, 通盲。哎呀 you know, 爸爸要看这个，你不要吵得很紧张啊，现在哟。You know. So things like that, I mean, forget it. This is so lousy. What kind of a culture you're building? I mean, what are you defining for your children? You shouldn't do that. You should work really hard. When you work really hard, you don't just work really hard and not communicate with your children. When you work really hard, I think you should tell your children, I'm working really hard. And therefore, you should also work really hard. And together, we're going to make our family proud. You score your straight A's, I bring back food on the table. We work together. 大家来合作一下. That's when children understand, okay, yeah, you have your responsibility as adults. I have my responsibility as children. And it works out. So, Therefore, I think that vision statement is important. You need to know what kind of a person you're going to become. What kind of a parent you're going to become. 我们说言教不如什么？身教。You heard of that? 言教就是说讲而已，就是跟孩子说，那你要努力啊，要努力读书哈，你要做大事啊，你要怎样怎样哈，那 that's 言教。身教就是说身体力行。It's like I'm going to demonstrate how that is done. Son, watch daddy. Daddy is going to demonstrate. So, wow, daddy is going here, going there, working hard and building things. And the children will look at the father and the mother and say, Dad, Mom, when I grow up, I want to be like you. That's 身教. And not, Dad, Mom, when I grow up, I make sure I'm not like that. Because if you're sitting there all the time, your children don't want to be like that. You got to understand. So, whatever it is, I think having a clear mission statement, a vision of your future, who you want to be, define that, see that very clearly in your mind's eye, know exactly what you want to become, and understand that you can be 10 times, 100 times of what you can do now. If you put your heart and soul into it, you can definitely do it 10, 100 times better. And your income is not what it is now, it's 10, 100 times this. Come on. You talk to some of the richest people, and you ask them, when you first started out, did you ever imagine yourself in this position? They say, no. Never. I just did it. I just worked hard. I just put the right strategies through. I just never quit. I just plow through things. And then, you know, when you do things right, good things start to come. Because we are about this qi that we're building around us. 这个磁场很重要的。当你很努力的时候，当你做对事情的时候，当你坚持的时候，你慢慢就吸引那些很好的东西过来。And when you attract good things to you, and after a while, there can be an explosion, okay? 突然间爆炸。Your growth is not going to be, oh, I'm going to make a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. It's going to be, pooh, suddenly you have a big opportunity. And then you're going to be a totally different person. And all the successful people experience that. And I'm sure Dato'Howard experienced that as well. But everybody has to start from somewhere. You know, nobody is able to say, on day one of what I do here, I want to see immediate success. It doesn't work like that. Life is about, you know, all the things you do. Say, for example, we're like digging a well. Making money is like digging a well. So when you dig onto the ground, you dig 1 foot, there's no water. Some people quit when 1 foot down, no water, they quit. Some people persevered and they continue to dig 2 feet, no water. Some quit, some continue. 3 feet, no water. Some quit, some continue. 4 feet, no water. Some quit, some continue. 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of people quit. Still no water. But a minority will continue. They go 9 and then 10 when they finally reach that reservoir, that underground water. When the water gushes out, my God, it's amazing. And some of these guys who quit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet kind of quitters, they would always go somewhere else and start digging again. They've dug 5 feet. They go somewhere else and start from foot one